January 23rd, 2018. Can I have a roll call, please?
Freeholders, Apter. Bartlett. Here. Best. Duffy. Here. Lepore. Deputy Director James.
Here.
Director Lazare.
And I'm going to turn this over to our Administrator, Anthony Zanova, for the Administrator's report and what we call the pregame.
Thank you very much, Deputy Director. First, actually the only item on my agenda this evening is a presentation of a proclamation recognizing January 23rd as Maternal Health Awareness Day in the County of Passaic. I know we have our health officer here, Dr. Dungill, so Shirley, why don't you come to the podium, tell us a little bit about this, and then Freeholder Akhtar is going to make the presentation of the proclamation, and then we're going to take a picture because apparently they want to. Come forward, Dr.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I have the honor and privilege to serve on the board of the Partnership for Maternal and Child Health of Northern New Jersey. But the person that you want to hear from today is Mrs. Elise Zimmerman. She is the executive director of that organization, and she will give you some interesting and surprising data and statistics on maternal and child health in New Jersey, specifically Northern New Jersey. Thank you.
I'd like to thank the freeholders for having us here this and health management. And quite surprisingly, New Jersey has a very high rate of maternal death. And the New Jersey legislature made a decision that January 23rd was a date that we should all stop, look, and listen. And what they meant by that is that many of you may have read in the New York Times an article about Serena Williams. We provided the freeholders with copies. We have extra copies. What happened was that Serena Williams knew that she had a clotting disorder before she gave birth. After she gave birth, she had difficulty breathing, and she brought it to the attention of her doctors. But they said to her, don't worry, it's a lot of discomfort after you give birth. But she was very concerned because for this extraordinary athlete, she couldn't take a deep breath. And she kept saying, I have a clotting disorder, and her physicians dismissed this. If Serena Williams can't get the attention of her physicians, what's there for the rest of us? So the purpose of today is to say, when you are a patient, whether it's your wife, your daughter, your granddaughter, if she in fact is giving birth, my organization looks at the morbidity and the mortality, the death of infants, children, and mothers. We examine those trends and try to prevent them. So today, I'm coming before you to say, Passaic County may in fact be contributing to maternal mortality. It's not one factor, it's not one hospital, but if we're not aware that women can die while they are pregnant, then we're overlooking a potential tragedy in our greater community. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention. Anybody that has questions, we're happy to answer them. My first job in New Jersey was in Paterson, Passaic County, so I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here tonight. I just wanted to say thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Right.
Assad is going to read the proclamation into the record, but I just wanted to say, since I've come down here with him to help present it, this is an issue that I've dealt with in a couple of different respects, not happily in connection with my wife or the birth of our child, but my father's a pediatrician, and for many years earlier in his career chairs the maternal and child health section of the American Public Health Association. And through him, and also through work that I did in Washington, D.C. before I went to law school, working at an organization called Fight Crime, Invest in Kids, I became aware of the whole range of ways in which maternal health and child health affect other issues in the community, from economic well-being to school performance to risky behaviors on behalf of both mothers and their offspring. And the work that you're doing is so terribly important in that regard. And anything that we might be concerned about in terms of Passaic County, where we're headed in terms of health, in terms of education, in terms of economic opportunity, particularly for working class people, all relates back in one respect or another to this work. So thank you for that, and I'm so glad that we're here to be able to present this with us on.
Well, I just wanted to thank, first of all, Dr. Gungo for your work here for the county, and Dr. Zimmer, thank you so much for your work with the Partnership for Maternal and Child Health here in Northern New Jersey. You know that this is important to me because, or personal to me in terms of because we had the first child 3 months ago, and when you go through that, even though thank God it was complication-free, you worry about every possible thing, and even the most basic things, doctors often tell you, that's okay, that's normal, that's normal, that's okay. The day of our delivery, they told us the baby's not coming today, and it came, a few hours later. So these things happen, and it's important to have advocates for the patients, for the people who are, and women. It's not just babies that are susceptible in these moments. It's women who are giving birth, and so we're really grateful to have advocates like you in our community, and we're honored to present this proclamation. Whereas the Board of Chosen Freeholders of the County of Passaic is aware that January 23rd, 2018 has been designated as Maternal Health Awareness Day to promote maternal health and focus attention and resources on prevention of maternal mortality. And whereas although maternal death rates have declined in other parts of the world, the rate of pregnancy-related deaths in the United States and in New Jersey continues to rise. And according to the most recent data available, there's 78 pregnancy-related deaths among New Jersey women between 1999 and 2013. Whereas the Partnership for Maternal and Child Health of Northern New Jersey is a principal planning agency for maternal and child health services in 8 counties in northern New Jersey, including Passaic County, whose mission is to improve the health of high-risk populations, vulnerable women, infants, and children through outreach, education, and advocacy. And whereas the Partnership for Maternal and Child Health of Northern New Jersey is joining with many other health organizations throughout the state on January 23rd, 2018 to promote activities that encourage awareness of safety-related practices for OB patients. And whereas the Partnership for Maternal and Child Health of Northern New Jersey will also be holding the Maternal Health and Perinatal Safety Symposium on November 1, 2018, and will be posting new health education information on its website. Now therefore be proclaimed by the Board of Chosen Freeholders of the County of Passaic that it hereby designate January 23rd, 2018 as Maternal Health Awareness Day in the County of Passaic to raise public and professional awareness about the importance of maternal health, to educate the citizens of Passaic County about promising maternal health initiatives, and to encourage the development of new programs and initiatives that are designed to proactively address issues of maternal health. Congratulations.
Most excellent job. Most excellent job. When are you going to take my picture? Gonna break the camera up.
Thank you all again for coming. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Director, that concludes my portion of the conference agenda.
Going to review consent agenda K1 to K42, other late starters.
Yes, Director, through you, there's one late starter that somehow it was submitted, but it didn't get through the system. It would be K43. This is a resolution to reappoint various members of the Passaic County Planning Board for the terms prescribed by the law. Akima Redman, Miguel Diaz, Stephen Martinique, William Gervins, Joe Metzler, and Ken Simpson. You're welcome. That's it. No need for closed session, Director.
The other question, and thank you very much, can I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Bill or Duffy, any motion? Motion for real. Roll call.
Freeholders, Apter. Yes. Bartlett. Yes. Duffy. Yes. Lepore. Yes. Deputy Director James.
Yes. Unfortunately, we can't start the regular meeting until 6 o'clock because that's what's advertised, so we have 11 minutes. We are going to go off into the wilderness and we'll be back in 11 minutes to actually start the meeting. I apologize, but we have to wait until we actually have advertised it.
Admire the new artwork in the,
I would wander around and look at the beautiful pictures that we put up around our regular meeting room. They're all of Passaic County, they're all historic, and thank you
where's Kelly? Is Kelly still here? Hi, Kelly. Kelly was the person who chose all of the artwork in the various towns.
I thought you took them all in the town, right?
And Dan from the roads department created them and put them up, and I think they look great. It really changes the look of them.
Yes, it does. I mean, this is just like people.
Ladies and gentlemen, the notice requirement of the Open Public Meetings Law has been satisfied with respect to this meeting, specifying the time, date, and location, including the Allen notice, adopted the reorganization meeting, filed with the county clerk, posted in the administration building, and mailed to 2 newspapers in accordance with the provisions of the law.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Freeholders, Apter. Bartlett. Best. Duffy. Here. Lepore. Here. Deputy Director James.
Here.
Director Lazare.
Would everybody stand? We're going to have our invocation, pledge of allegiance, and then we're going to have a moment of silence, please, for all the men and women who have died while serving in the United States Armed Forces, and also for Remigio Alejandro Laura Sanchez, the father of former Passaic County Freeholder and now Passaic County Mayor Hector Laura, and Robert Davis, who's the Executive Superintendent for Schools of Passaic County.
O God, who provides for thy people by thy power and rules over them in love, be gracious enough to bless thy servants, our freeholders in this county of Passaic, that thy people may dwell in peace and safety through our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Please salute for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Have a motion to approve the minutes for December 28th, 2017, and January 4th, 2018.
Got it.
Moved by Bill Duffy, seconded by Bill Ackler. Roll.
Freeholders, Apter. Bartlett.
Yes, it's December, it's
Duffy.
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director James.
Yes. Have a motion to approve the proclamation.
Move it. Second.
Moved by Bill Lepore, seconded by Bill Bartlett. Roll.
Freeholders, Apter.
Yes.
Bartlett. Duffy.
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director James.
Yes. Normally, this would be freeholder reports. I'm going to ask that you hold off until next meeting. We have no communications. Could I have a motion for the oral portion of the meeting? Please open the public meeting.
Move it.
Moved by Bill Lepore, seconded by Bill Bartlett. Roll.
Freeholders, Apter.
Yes.
Bartlett. Duffy.
Yes.
Lepore. Deputy Director James.
Yes. Motion, anybody who would like to speak, please go up to the podium. You'll have 3 minutes. Give us your name and address. Remember that it's part of the public record.
Kurt Snackenberg, 268 Washington Avenue, Clifton, New Jersey. Good evening. I would like to present to you a packet of his rifle camp park. In that packet is a collection of concepts and ideas which we've been working toward as we were examining the situation at Rifle Camp Park. I know that Rifle Camp Park is just another park in a large number of parks managed by Passaic County. But to us it's special, and we feel that none of these items on here are unduly difficult, and we feel they would all enhance the nature of the park. Each of the items on this list comes with a proposal, and of course we don't have all the proposals written. We'll be working on them and presenting them to Passaic County as they are ready. But I understand that we're also into the granting season, and if there's anything on this which Passaic County might be interested in moving on with some kind of open space or green acres grant, then certainly we would be willing to discuss that. And I don't believe that anything on here is outrageously controversial. We would like some events for the park. We view the park as a Four Seasons park, and we'd like to have an event each of the 4 seasons. We also feel that the park would be greatly enhanced by establishing a link between it and Garrett Mountain, and we think that's an important thing that we should be working on. We also are aware that there's been a discussion with Tax and Quarry, which would provide that link. There's also some other opportunities for linkage between the 2 parks, which I think should be examined. And we're really looking forward to new signage in the park, and basically to make the park into a more welcoming space, and hopefully a popular space. Thank you.
Good evening, Vera Lazar from Clifton. I'm glad to be back. First, I wanted to congratulate Director Sandy Lazara and Deputy Director Bruce James. I'm sorry the public swearing-in ceremony had to be canceled due to the inclement weather. But I too am looking forward to the new year and positive changes for the parks. I support all the ideas offered by Kurt Schnackenberg and the Save Rifle Camp Park Coalition, and I'm looking forward to cooperative ventures between Passaic County, the Friends of Garrett Mountain, and Rifle Camp Park Coalition. We also support the new PAR fitness course at Rifle Camp and also the outdoor gym at Garrett Mountain Reservation. And we're also working along with the New York-New Jersey Trail Conference to rehabilitate and restore the nature and geologic interpretive trails at Rifle Camp. We would like to encourage these trails to be used for environmental education field trips, for school groups and science classes in the surrounding cities. It is our hope that a section of this trail can be made accessible for people with special needs or challenges. There's also a concern that you should be aware of, and it appears that the contractor who is doing the dredging work at Barber's Pond is not taking proper precautions at the site and is damaging the large trees which were to be protected. Obviously, there will be some disturbance, which is unavoidable, but their carelessness and lack of site protection is far beyond necessary. I reached out this morning to the project engineer and manager and provided details of this along with photos. And we're hoping that this can be resolved quickly, as there are many great oak trees in this region and we'd hate to lose them due to careless work. One last thing I wanted to mention, again, and that is my hopes that the county can acquire the Paxton Quarry property as open space parkland. It would be a wonderful asset for the county parks and could provide a connection between Garrett Mountain Reservation and Rifle Camp Park. Thank you.
Hi there, good evening. Ann Schnackenberg, 268 Washington Ave, Clifton, New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm here tonight. Happy to report that it appears that we're having a lot better communication between the administration and the groups like the Friends and our group that are interested in helping promote the parks, especially in our case, Rifle Camp Park. I'd like to continue that, maybe reach out, have some meetings, have some input on the different things as you move forward in improving all these parks. I'm particularly excited about, we're particularly excited about the proposal to improve and restore the original trails around the Nature Center. I know that Friends of Garrett Mountain is working in conjunction with the Trail Conference. I believe the Trail Conference has been in touch with Mr. Sparta, and that's a great step forward. I've seen in the master plan that the restoration of those street trails was actually put at a price point of about $100,000, and I can guarantee you that that could be done for a lot less, especially with help from volunteers from the groups. So that's good news. Everyone likes to save money and improve the parks. I'm going to echo what Vera said about special needs and disabled population, sensory issue, disabled population of various ages, having that population served in our parks in a natural environment, something that they don't have. Occasionally there are gardens, usually have to travel pretty far. I know that they have one in Wayne, but to have that kind of setting in interpretive trails or accessibility to natural areas would really be an excellent asset. I reached out to a parents group of parents with kids with sensory needs and disabilities, and they said, no, there's nothing like that around here. So they were welcome to that kind of an amenity. So that's something to keep in mind moving forward. As a horticultural therapist, I have a background in that too. Would love to see that happen. One of my other areas is I'm core trained, recently core trained, and that's some of the training some of the blind people have also here. And there is a concern of those trees. I know that they're over in Garrett Mountain. I have some pictures. Printer would not work to print a couple of them that we had of the branches, but these are, I'm sorry I don't have enough, it just wasn't functioning. But to give you an idea of the scale, you can see the worker there on top of the mountain of soil that's been placed around the trees. They're buried, some of them, and some of these trees were protected. So I don't know, Parks, or how you want to address this, but you may have cause for concern with this, especially in how they're going to remove that soil safely from around those trees. You can see some gouges there too. And that's it, my time's up. Okay, and there were some branches that they left big things on too. So please, encouraging you guys to take a look at that. But that's all, thank you.
Anyone else here?
Seeing no one, I suppose, sector.
Move by Bill Duffy, second by Bill LaFleur.
But, Director, I missed this lodge. Where is this?
Roll call, please.
Freeholders, Apter. Bartlett.
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director James.
Yes. Can I have a motion to add K43 to the consent agenda first, please?
Second.
Moved by Bill Bartlett, second by Bill LaFleur. Roll.
Freeholders, Apter. Bartlett. Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director James.
Yes. Any questions, comments on the consent agenda? If none, I'll entertain a motion to approve. Move it. Is there a second? Yes. Moved by Bill LaFleur, second by Bill Bartlett. Roll.
Freeholders, Apter. Bartlett.
Yes.
Best.
Yes,
Duffy.
abstain.
Oh, sorry.
Abstain from number 11. Yes, there was.
Duffy.
Yes.
Lepore. Deputy Director James.
Any business? I'll have a motion for.
Who's the personnel?
Moved by LaFleur, seconded by Bartlett. Roll.
Freeholders, Apter.
Yes.
Bartlett. Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director James.
Yes. Motion on bills.
Move the bills.
For, Bartlett. Roll.
Freeholders, Apter. Bartlett. Best. Duffy.
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director James.
Yes, we have a motion for certification of payroll.
Move it.
Before, second by Deputy Bartlett, roll.
Freeholders, Actor. Bartlett. Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director James.
Receive departmental reports.
Received and filed.
Any other business? Have a motion for adjournment.
So moved. Second.
Roll.
Freeholders, Actor. Bartlett.
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Duffy. Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director James.
Thank you all very much for coming, and we'll see you in about a week.
See that small shape behind your stomach? That's your pancreas.
If you're anything like me, there's a pretty good chance you didn't even know it was there.
Pancreatic cancer is the fourth leading cause of cancer deaths in the United States.
More than 35,000 people will die from it this year.
These are people just like you.
People like my daughter, Bridget.
People like me.
Know it, fight it, end it.
Go to pancan.org.